Hey guys, my name is Portia and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about my student loan repayment progress. So recently I posted a video a reel on Instagram and also on TikTok. If you guys are on TikTok, follow me there too because I'm trying to be more active on TikTok. So I posted a reel about my progression for my student loan payoff from 2023 to now. And so in this video, I'm going to explain everything to you guys. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I apologize to you right now if you hear noise in the background. Right now where I am staying, the sliding doors aren't that great, so you can pretty much hear every car that passes. Okay, but anyway, so I'm a little excited about this video. So when I made that post a few days ago, I got a lot of questions about what I'm doing, how I'm doing my repayment. So let's start off with where I started, as in like my balance, and how did it get so high. So also what I'm gonna do is somewhere in this video, maybe over here, I'm going to show you guys my sheets. So I have a sheets document where I track all of my payments. And it's also for me to visually see the balance coming down. And I also have graphs so I can see the balance going down. So it all helps me to stay motivated. So so my balance started off when I graduated CRNA school in December 2022. My balance was close to $249,000. And by the time I started repaying, which was July 2023, it had gotten up like almost at 250. So let's talk about how it got so high. So CRNA school is my 4th degree. It is my second advanced degree. So I have a degree in business administration, a master's in accounting. So those 2 degrees, along with my CRNA school, are all loans. My nursing school was actually free. I went on a scholarship. So that scholarship they covered my tuition, and in exchange I had to work for the hospital for 3 years. So thank God that degree was free, because if not, the balance would have been so much bigger. Anyway, so that's why it was so high. That's why I'm at 249,000. I wanted to make that clear so that people who are interested in CRNA school don't assume that all of that debt came from CRNA school, because it did not. Okay, so the second thing I want to talk about is how I started paying my loan. So I chose to do the snowball method, which I think the snowball method may be based on interest rates. However, I based mine on the smallest loan. So I paid off my smaller loans first. And granted, y'all, remember, I have a bachelor's degree in business. I graduated with that degree in 2009. So I was paying some, but there was a lot of forbearance during that time because when I wasn't working, I would put them in forbearance. But interest built that whole time. So when I started paying off my debt, loans from back in 2005 and 6 and 7 were a part of that debt, and they compounded. Okay, so we're gonna talk about later compound interest and how it was working against us with paying off debt. Anyway, so I started off by paying the smaller balances first, and the smallest one I had was about $1,200. So each month I paid off one at a time. But actually, I started off paying maybe 2. If the smaller ones like $1,200, I would pay maybe 2 or 3 a month. And then it went from $1,200 to $5 to $8, and I think now, well, 12 and then 16. And so now I'm paying on the bigger ones, which, I mean, the balance of this comes down as well, you know, that way too. But I've made good progress. I have, and I'm proud of it. And so I am locum 1099, so I get paid. So my business gets paid, and then I pay myself via a W-2. So how I take my payments is through distribution. So since I am the owner of the LLC, I'm the only owner of the LLC, I can get distributions. So whenever I want to pay off a loan, I just take my distribution out and I put that towards my loan. Okay, so I'm excited for the progress that I've made. And when I think about where I started and where I'm at now, I'm just like, wow, like blown away. But anyway, so I also gonna show you guys over here as well. So over here, I'm gonna be showing you guys everything. I want to show you how much I paid so far, and that includes the payment for July's payment. We just started August, so this is gonna include July's payment from July 2023 to July 2025. So for 2 full years, I paid over $100,000 towards my student loan. But I want you guys to look carefully at how much of that went towards interest. So even though I paid over $100,000 in loans, that all of that did not go to the principal. 20,000 of that went towards interest. Y'all, so could you imagine if this was like money that we are letting compound in the stock market? So you see how, now could you imagine if I was making actually I'm gonna show you an example in here. Whenever I make just my basic monthly payment, over half of that payment just goes towards interest. So this is why compound interest on debt will keep you in a consistent cycle of debt if you don't have the funds to be able to pay off that debt, because the balance will always get bigger and bigger and bigger because of the compounded interest. So no matter how much I'm throwing at my loan, some of that is going towards interest. So this student loan company, I think it's called Nailnet, has made $20,000 off of me just by simply owning my loan. But anyway, we're gonna get it done. So my goal for this year my goal for 2025 that I set in January was to get my loans down to 150, get my balance down to 150 by the end of this year. And so I have 20 more K to go. And so I'm excited about it because for me, financial independence is one of my most treasured and goals. Like I really want to get to that level. Do I want to travel right now? Yes. I mean, I would love to be on a flight every other month in Greece or Italy or Spain or Africa, you know, but I am making sacrifices now so that I can get my money in certain places and paying off my debt so that in the future that I can do that without any care, you know? And it's just sacrifices now. So it is what it is. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna keep tracking this progress. I guess I'll maybe do an update at the end of the year again, so you guys can see if I hit my 150K goal. But guys, so that's it. It's a short video, and I hopefully you guys could see my videos that I included in this video, the little excerpts. If you have any questions, any advice, are you in any kind of financial journey, leave it all down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.